Let's roll them. Let's roll them. Woo-woo. Hi, everybody. Ocean's Pit. We're waiting to go on, everybody, live here today. It's Monday. It's cold. Let's see what we got here. 12 o'clock live. We are live. Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Good afternoon, everybody. We are back in the studio here in beautiful downtown Elk Grove Village. Hi, folks. It's Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things, and good afternoon. It's Monday, November 15th. It's starting to snow a little bit. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. The holidays are here, and we want to thank you guys for tuning in today. We got a great show for you guys lined up today, and we got a lot of good things to talk about. So let's just start it off, folks, right there. Check it out, the Tony Ocean Facebook page. Check it out, TonyOceanMusic.com. And call us at 847-769-8609 to book a show. That's 847-769-8609. Call it. Make sure you try it out. And I want you guys all to share it. If you're watching the show right now, give us a share. We really do appreciate let everybody know about Ocean's Pit. Every show is brought to you by Eco Solar Solutions, where you always save more energy. That's 630-345-2964. A lot of good stuff going on, so I'm glad you guys are here. Let's go.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. And now, your host, Mr. Tony Ocean.
Woo! Thank you, Nelson, and welcome everybody to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. It's Monday, the 15th of November. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I know I had an incredible weekend. And boy, the thank yous that I have to say for making the last couple of shows this past weekend. Thursday, we started at Manny's in Elmhurst. Friday, Chicago Prime was out of sight. My good friend Luann, all the way from New York City, came with Donnie. It was great seeing her. She brought me those Nikki meatballs, which are fantastic, from the restaurant in New York. So thank you so much, Luann. And then, of course, Saturday night, we were at Norton's in Highland Park. By the way, Rhino did an incredible job on Friday at Chicago Prime. And Saturday, Norton's, wow, over the top in Highland Park. It's great seeing Joey LaRusso, Cousin Tommy, of course, Luann again, and seeing Blanche and Richard there from Norton's in Highland Park. Overly crowded, but it was just fantastic place. If you ever get a chance, great burgers, great food. It was great seeing Bill Pantley stop by and sing a couple of songs because he's from the area as well. So it was a great turnout. Thank you again, Luann, for bringing your friends and just being a great friend and always supportive. That was just fantastic. And also Sunday, folks, we had a private affair at Capri in Downers Grove. I want to thank my friend Beatrice and her husband Frank for hiring me to do their baptism. And that was on just yesterday for little Frankie. It was great. Food was great at Capri and Downers Grove, and it was a great time. I want to thank Jerry Jams Renda for knocking it out of the park on Saturday night at Norton's. I want to thank Jeff Dubray coming in on Sunday and helping us out Sunday at the private event. So it was definitely a lot of fun seeing all those great things. Luann, love you too, honey. Thank you for the meatballs. Thank you for the friendship. Thank you for the support. We'll see you in February when we come back out to New York City. So excited. Kathy, how you doing? Patrick, how are you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well. Zoe, what's up, man? Yeah, pal. Yankees, right? We got to try it next year, right, buddy? Hope you guys are doing well, you and your lovely wife. Happy holidays. Richard, Becky Lee. Oh, I'm sorry we missed the John Gianardo Squirrely party on Sunday. I was working at Capri and Downers Grove for a private party, so we missed that, but I heard it was an incredible time. Ron, how you guys doing? And welcome, everybody. Lillian, I hope you're well. Hey, Sal, what's up, brother? And speaking of Sal, you know what time it is? It's time for another sponsor, folks. That's right. And if you're going to do it right here, look at the bottom of the screen right there, Deutz Power Center, Great Lakes, servicing the construction and diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years. There you know, so they got to be good. They've been in business 100 years, folks. Right there, Deutz Power Center. Give them a call at 224-276-6550. Tell them Tony O sent you. And also, folks, let's not forget Trico Hair Experts. They're out of Rosemont, Illinois. They're Ma Pa. And, you got to love a Ma and Pa establishment. Anthony and Carmela do a great job. They're out of Rosemont. They can recreating good hair days. Men, forget the comb over. Forget the hat. Forget the spray. Call them right there, 773-999-7888. And tell them Tony O sent you, and you will get an incredible deal. That I promise you, folks. Also, folks, if you're watching us right now, we need some more people to follow us on YouTube. So go on YouTube, subscribe right there, folks. Push the button. Like, we're trying to get 1,000 guys, 1,000 followers by January on YouTube. So if you guys can go right now, push the button and join us on YouTube, because we are live. And soon we'll be on LinkedIn and Twitter. We just got to get some more followers, and we're almost there. We're getting close with LinkedIn as well as Twitter. We're still working on Instagram. It's a little tougher because they're a separate entity from Facebook. So we're trying to work on getting it there. But right now you see us live, and we want to hope that you guys are always joining and supporting great little shows because of you people. We dedicate the show to the first responders, the doctors, the nurses, the firemen, the policemen, the farmers, the teachers, but it's mostly 99% dedicated to you people who watch the show every day or tell people about the show. And if you can share the page, let everybody know it. We really do appreciate it. Don Esteban Cigars right there. Get them hand rolls sent right to your house. It's my last one. We're waiting. It's not even a Don Esteban cigar. We're waiting a couple. They're a week behind on the Maduro cigars. So, but they're hand rolled. They're sent over perfect for the holidays. Give Javier a call at 727-366-7536 and get those hand rolled cigars, especially for the holidays. Now, folks, let me just tell you what we got going on this week, folks. Now, this this Thursday, we'll be at the Hyatt Hotel in. We just got a call. We do this Hyatt Hotel party at the Hyatt for Mayor Tom Daley. And this is going to be the Hyatt in Schaumburg for his fundraiser, me and Ryan O'Ryan. It's going to be this Thursday, the 18th. And then Friday, we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse. Looking forward to seeing everybody in the Gulo family there this Friday. Saturday, we'll be at Ron Onesti's Club Arcata Speak Easy. It's going to be a lot of fun, of course, with Tony Toto on drums, Danny Ramonde on saxophone, Ryan O'Ryan doing his magic on the music and sound, etc. And that's going to be this Saturday, the 20th of November. Come on down to the Arcata Theater, the Speakeasy, and watch Tony Ocean and the Main Event Band. It's going to be a lot of fun this Saturday, folks. All right, next Saturday we'll be at Taverna on Division. 27th, 24th will be at Rosario's Black Wednesday in Roselle with Ryan O'Ryan. And it's going to be fun, man. When do we kick off? We got holidays. We got holidays coming. We got Thanksgiving coming. A couple new dates that we're pushing for you, folks. December 9th will be at Postantino's, a brand new hot spot in Oak Brook Terrace. It's going to be a lot of fun that night. That's December 9th. And then the 13th will be at Tavern on the Point in Edison Park. 3-story place. This place is huge. The food is great. John does an incredible job there, and that's going to be a lot of fun. That's the 13th of December. And then, of course, my birthday party bash on the 29th of December at Bellagio in Roselle. And then the 31st will be at Avanti's Banquet Halls in Fox River Grove, Crystal Lake. We'll give you more information on that about New Year's Eve. Start making your plans. I also need to say thank you so much for Bellagio. We did the live stream, me and Jerry Jams, this past Friday at Bellagio. First 10 people got a $10 gift card. I want to thank you all for showing up there. General, of course, Albert, Dave, everybody that showed up. Carol, thank you so much. And Jerry Jams for filling in, because my wife was supposed to be host. But as soon as she got home from Wisconsin, my mother-in-law, her mother, Dee, had to go to the hospital for having some breathing problems. And, she got COPD. This poor lady's been fighting this shit all the time. It's got to be difficult. So Jerry and Brenda filled in. 1,000 views. Thank you so much for everybody that turned. Got to interview Berto, talk a little bit about the restaurant, which is very, very cool. And that was a lot of fun. So it was good. Anthony Napolitano, thank you, brother. I know you're busy. Monday, fun day. Jack Gale. Jack, I know. I'm sorry you weren't there, buddy. You and Bonnie, we missed you very much. And I hope you and Bonnie are doing well. So it's a great day today. Now, tonight, it's my mother's birthday on Saturday. My sister took her out, and I'm taking her out tonight. Me and Laura, we're going to go to River Cafe. She likes going over there. She likes her food over there. So I told Jimmy we'll be there about 6:30, 7 o'clock to celebrate my mom's birthday, who turns 82 years old. So it's going to be nice. You got to spend time with your mom, man. We only got one. I've got two. I'm lucky. I got my mom and my mother-in-law. So God bless on that, folks. So it's good. Now we're supposed to have, and another thing we got coming up, folks, every Thursday, starting in January, we're going to be a brand new hot spot called Are We Live? Gigi from Burr Ridge, his place, Capri and Burr Ridge, been very successful for many, many years. His brother Joey's got one in Willow Springs too. We play there as well. But Gigi's got a brand new night. Now he's got the restaurant, but right next door, like two little buildings down, he's got Are We Live? It's a new nightclub, Tapas Food. It reminds me of Faces meets The Living Room meets Jilly's. We're going to be there every Thursday, January, February, in March. We are excited about that. And that's going to be Are We Live? Looking forward to it in Burr Ridge starting the new year. So that's going to be a lot of fun as well. What else can you say? It was just a lot of fun with that. So anyway, also want to say happy birthday to Lindsay Antonelli. Stopped at her house. Her birthday is actually the 17th. It's actually on Wednesday. Had a little party at the house, pizza, cake. So it was fun seeing Lindsay. And again, her birthday is this Wednesday. But again, another happy birthday to Lindsay Antonelli, folks. You're watching Ocean's Pit? Yeah, I can't believe the food at River. Yeah, the food is fantastic, Ron. Jimmy Marchese does an incredible job with food at River Cafe in River Grove. I've known Jimmy over 30 years. We started together at Cafe Clemenza on Hoffman Estates with his cousin Richie Mancini. So his food is very good, and the service is great, and it's a lot of great fun happening over there. So that's very cool too as well. All right, we got a couple others sponsors, folks, that we need to make sure that we tell everybody about. And let's start out with my good buddy Lou from Airtight Windows, siding specialist, family owned. They've been in business for 30 years for honesty and quality. Call my buddy Lou. Do it right with Airtight. That's right, 708-788-5000. Let them know Tony O sent you. And get those windows, especially now it's getting cold out there, folks. Come on out there and do it right. And last but not least for this part of the show, SteakSyndicate.com. SteakSyndicate.com. You want to become a member of the Corleone family? Well, I got an offer you can't refuse. That's right. I got an offer you can't refuse. SteakSyndicate.com. You guys like chicken? You like steaks? You like hot dogs? You like beef? You like chicken? You like steak? You like all that good stuff? You love fish? SteakSyndicate.com is a company, a membership. You join it, and then you get 50% off everything offered. Now, these are steaks and meat goods just like you'd get at your favorite restaurants, delivered right to your home. Very simple, folks. Now, you go to SteakSyndicate.com. You do the promo code Tony Ocean. They'll give you 25% off membership fee and one free tomahawk steak. That's right. There's no joke, folks. This is the Corleone Club, SteakSyndicate.com. Go to SteakSyndicate.com. Put in the promo code Tony Ocean. Get 25% off the membership fee and a free tomahawk steak. That's only for people that mention Ocean's Pit. Gift giving is right here, folks. Why not send somebody that package with steak and fish and burgers and chicken and all your favorite meats? SteakSyndicate.com. Become a member of the Corleone Club. Tell them Tony O sent you. 25% off and a free tomahawk steak. That's no bull, baby. That's the facts. All right, so we were supposed to have our guest Don Fielding, who's the #1 Mike Ditka impersonator. Unfortunately, we talked to Don, and Don, for some reason, could not get hooked up with us. So we can't have him on the show today. I'm sorry for Marion and Don, they're listeners to the show. And Don, I was excited to have him on, but unfortunately, sometimes their computer or something just doesn't be able to click in. We had the same problem with Jerry Jams. He tried to get on the show 3 times last week. I don't know what it is. So Don will not be our guest today. We're trying to get him on before the end of the month for all you people that want to see our good buddy Don Fielding. I'm sorry. But you should go to his page anyway, Don Fielding. Check him out, man. He's good at what he does, doing his Mike Ditka impersonation. And folks, it's funny, a couple things about him. He's does Mike Ditka. Even Mike Ditka says, and quotes, he echoes more like me than I do. That's a quote from Coach Ditka himself, according to NBC Channel 5 when they interviewed Mike Ditka about Don. And it's great. I'm sorry we can't have him on, but, he's performed with Ryan Dempster and Dan Hampton and Jim McMahon and Richard Dent, former Bears of the Chicago 85 World Championship. So he's got a lot of stuff going on. So check him out, Don, Feuling, Don, Duck Coach. Actually, he copyrighted Duck Coach, so he owns it. He said he tried doing that, folks. It took him a few years to do it, plus $2,000 to get it copyrighted. So he has The Coach. So make sure you check him out. We're definitely going to have him on again. We'll try to have him on before the end of the month, folks. So we're sorry for everybody that wanted to see Don. I hope you're doing well up there, buddy. All right. So we got a lot of good things to talk about. Hey, Governor, BJ, what's up, my good pal, Brian? Hope you're doing well. Ricky, good afternoon, my friend. Seeing our good friend Luann this past weekend. We're excited to see what's going on with your new show, Our Founding Fathers of Harlem and Belmont. Hopefully we can get Ricky back on and give us an update. There you go. There you go, Peter Prado. How you doing? Hope you're surviving your birthday. Peggy Lee, happy birthday. Yeah, that's right. Let's get to that stuff. We got more stuff to talk about here. Let's go. First of all, before we get into birthdays, folks, let's see. Wow, this is fantastic. Couple things. Unfortunately, it's time for the Mort Report, and the Mort Report is morto, which means passed away. So now it's going to be the Mort Report. Winter the Dolphin from the movie Dolphin Tale dies at the age of 16 years old. For all you animal lovers out there. Wow, crazy as it is. Horrible as it is. All right. Pedro Felicio, former members of the New York Met, former pitcher, died at the age of 45 years old. One of Chicagoland's great entertainers, the great Bob West. He was a great Elvis impersonator, has passed away this past weekend. So our prayers go out to him. Also, listen, Galen O'Harity. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. He was the oldest son on the TV show Happy Days. He was Ron Howard's brother, which you didn't see him too much. I think it was only in like the first season. But he was on Happy Days. He died at the age of 70 years old. So our prayers go out to that as well, man. Okay, we got some birthdays. We got birthdays. So let's go to our good friend Marty Mack from Jilly's. Marty McCaffey, happy birthday, Marty. Kathy Chapman, our good friend Kathy. Hope you're celebrating your birthday, honey. My good. We also got Dave Elfinson. He's from the band Megadeth. Celebrates a birthday this past weekend. Richie Mazula, a good friend of ours from Elmwood Park. Richie, happy birthday. Katie Hell Redmond, Mike Redmond's wife, of course, in the band, the Redmonds, celebrates a birthday this past weekend. How about Jody Davis? That good-looking kid, as Harry Carey would say. Hey, happy birthday, Jody Davis. Jody Davis of the Cubs. Harry Carey say, hey, what a good-looking kid, Jody Davis. Celebrates a birthday. Our good friend Barb Mahoney. Hi, Barb. I hope you're doing well, my dear friend. Christian Rose Kelly, a great entertainer in the Chicagoland area. Christian celebrates a birthday. Adia DeMarco, Joey DeMarco's wife, of course, of United Talent Coordinators. Happy birthday, Dia. Used to be in the band Tough Love and Bitch. So happy birthday to you. That's so cool, man. It's great seeing that. How about Jimmy Pearsall, former Chicago White Sox announcer, the great Jimmy Pearsall. Susan Marks. Hi, Susan. Hope you had a great birthday this past weekend. Chrissy Smith. Tom Curran from Florida. Chrissy, I hope you had a great birthday, my dear friend. And, of course, also, we want to say happy birthday to our very good friend and one of our followers and very good friend from the Ron Onesti organization. Happy birthday, Albert, everybody. Albert Prococo. Happy birthday, Albert. Happy birthday, our good pal, Albert. Reach out to Albert. Wish him a happy birthday. He's always doing good for people, man. Always plugging everybody's shows and everything Ron does. And he's just a good-hearted guy. You don't find too many guys like Albert. Happy birthday to my pal, Albert. Happy birthday. My good friend, Lisa Marino, lost her father just this past weekend. Lisa Marino, of course, she's a circuit judge in the Chicagoland area, also been my friend for many, many years. Her father, Louis, has passed away this past weekend. So I'm so sorry, Lisa. Prayers go out to you and your family. All right, let's get to some stories, folks. Let's get to some stories. Michael Prisco from New York City in the house. Mike, we got to get you back on the show, see what you're up to since we had you on last time. People love the Danny Ramonde, pal. I'll see you and Tony Toto this Saturday at Club Arcada Speakeasy in St. Charles. 8 o'clock showtime with Rhino Ryan, the main event band. That's going to be this Saturday, November 20th. So make sure you come on out and enjoy yourself. Hey, one of the most greatest rock and roll albums of all time came out on November 15th, 1977. The record was called Nevermind the Bullocks. Here are the Sex Pistols. Now, punk was at its prime in 77, 78, 79. The Pistols came out of England. They were like something that people never seen before. Paul Cook on drums. You got to love it. Sid Vicious on bass guitar. Stevie Jones on guitar. And Johnny Rotten, of course, Johnny Lydon, the lead singer. And they just destroyed when they came out. God Save the Queen. Whether you like punk or not, this album, Pink, with all the different colors on it, it just changed the music business. It changed the music business, just like Elvis did, just like the Beatles did, just like Nirvana did when they first came out for Seattle and all that grunge stuff. This is what the Pistols did. 1977 on 15th of November. Never mind. So you got to love the Pistols. It's always great stuff as well. All right, folks. Subway. Finally, we're talking about Subway with their tuna sandwiches. And they said they found beef and bacon in there and the DNA. So they're being sued because the sandwich is not made with any tuna. So they finally came out on Newsweek and they said, yes, there's no tuna in a Subway tuna sandwich. So when you're going out to Subway, they lied to you about the tuna sandwich. Who knows what was in there? I'm sorry, folks. If they're lying about tuna, what's inside that tuna? What's inside those other sandwiches that we don't know about? Tell me that. Tell me that. Carol, how you doing, honey? It was great seeing you and Dan and Bellagio, and thank you for the chocolate bombs. My mother-in-law just loves them. Thank you so much for that. Pasquale, how you doing? Our friend Pasquale from Italy. Ciao, come stai? Tutto bene? Pronto? Pronto là in Italia. And nothing any good, right, Dave? Nothing's any good. Subway, forget that stupid tuna sandwich. If you've been following the Kyle Rittenhouse trial case, Kyle's mother came on and she's blaming President Joe Biden for calling her son a white supremacist. And you know what? Listen, man, this guy is just defending himself. Now, picture this here in Kenosha. You're in your hometown, forget Kenosha. You're in your hometown. People are coming at you. Even someone threatened his life. He starts shooting people. When those riots, everything was going on, that is called self-defense. I don't care how you look at it. This guy should not get the chair. Now they're getting 500 National Guards sent down to Kenosha because it's going to go ballistic whatever way it goes. I'm thinking it's self-defense. Self-defense. This guy should not go to jail. He was protecting himself and his friends and his family. It's called self-defense. Becky Lee, that's suspicious. You're right about tuna, Subway tuna, not being real tuna. What would Charlie say? Fuck it. That's what he would say. And there's bologna in the ham salad. There you go, Joe Naska from Wisconsin. How you guys doing? It's just crazy. Tony Toto, I'm looking for Saturday too. Yeah, so that's what's going on with Kyle Rittenhouse. I think it was you. I think it was you and your family. You're protecting. And there's riots and people going crazy. And just nuts. These riots that happened in the city of Chicago, happening all over at that particular time in 2020. Self-defense. Jury, this guy is self-defense, trying to protect him and his family. I don't know if you guys have been following or not. È tutto bene? Tutto bene, grazie. Good, Pasquale. I'm glad tutto è bene. All right, in Italia there, folks. All right, so I think it's very important. I also want to say congratulations to our good friend Buzz Capra. Of course, Buzz played for the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets, and he's a partner to our good friend Denise Armour. great entertainer in Chicagoland there. And Buzz is put into the brand new Italian Sports Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Buzz Capra. And thank you, Ron Onesti, for that. Buzz Capra, congratulations in the Italian Sports Hall of Fame. Congratulations to Buzz Capra. Very, very cool. All right, folks. You hear about this? This is according, you're going to love this, folks. You can't make this shit up. You're familiar with The Rock. The Rock from wrestling. WWF. He was a big, big, giant wrestling star. Now he's a big, giant action man, makes all these action movies. And everybody, he does pretty well, The Rock. Everybody, the women love him. And anyway, folks, according to Men's Health magazine, they interviewed The Rock, and he says why he pees in a water bottle when he's at the gym. Now, he came out and told you this. Now, after I hear about it, I thought it was crazy at first, but then when you read the story, you kind of understand. Now, here you go. This guy works out in the gym for his body, for his health. And there's a lot of people out there that do go out and work in gyms. But because of the crazy pandemic and COVID-19, these gyms are to the point where everybody's afraid. For a long time, they were closed because there's a lot of germs that people spread in those gyms, working out on those machines and those toilets. And who knows? If you watch Curb Your Enthusiasm, our good friend Larry David, when he goes into the bathroom, he does everything with his foot, lifting up the toilet seat and all that. Well, Rock doesn't go to the bathroom. If he's got to piss, he takes his water bottle, he pisses in the water bottle and throws the piss out. Doesn't go anywhere near the bathrooms. Now, I don't know what he does when he's got to go number 2. But for number 1, he uses the piss bottle. So what do you know? If the police were allowed to do their jobs, the riots would not be happening. Michelle, you hit it right on the head. Unfortunately, National Guard are only being deployed in the event of one verdict, not the other option. Ron, that's suspicious, and you're absolutely right. Thank you, Joanne. It was great seeing you Friday night at Chicago Prime. Thank you for that, Joanne. Yeah, the boy should have been in school, not in Wisconsin with a gun like that. Rosemary, I get you too. There is 2 sides of the story. But all I know, Rosemary, hope you're doing well, you and Seymour. And like I said, I don't know, man, if they were coming to Melrose Park or if they were coming to Stone Park or they were coming towards my house, my guns would be ready. I'm sorry. And there's a lot of people that feel the same way, including my family. So I know it's tough. It's very tough. So we're just hoping we'll see what happens. What's fair is fair, but who knows? You never know anymore. The teenagers should be let go in self-defense. His mom should have not taken him there. Well, Mary, you're right there too. See what I mean? There's 2 sides of the coins. You have 2 sides of this coin. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm just picturing these guys in our place. He's coming to my town, and I have family to help. And I'm looking out for my family. And these people start shooting out in front of Elk Grove, believe me, I'll be there with gun ready. So it's crazy, but it is true. So we'll have to see what happens. It's going to be interesting anyway. But here you go. So according to The Rock, peeing in a water bottle, not a bad idea if you think about it. I mean, the way things are going right now, me and Dave Antonelli were talking about. You go to certain places, you see people, whether they're drinking or they're drinking too much, whether it's a man or woman, and sometimes I see men not washing their hands when they come out of the bathrooms, folks. I still see it. I see it in more places than others. I'm not going to label one spot, but I can tell which ones are which. But when you're drinking, sometimes I think it's just laziness or you're not thinking, but guys, washing your hands after you go to the bathroom is something you did ever since you were a little kid. That was the first thing your mom told you when you were, right? It's disgusting. You have the right to defend yourself. That's right, Mary. You absolutely. His mom did not take him there. He went down there with a friend and didn't know nothing about the gun that he owned. Okay, Keith. Now we're getting some information here from our friend Keith. All right, so now Peggy Flynn, our good friend of ours, she is from Kenosha. She lives there. It was horrible. I could just imagine being horrible. We think about it because we're seeing it from the TV. We're seeing it from far away. Picture them in Stone Park, North Lake, Elmwood Park, Schiller Park, Franklin Park, Schaumburg, Roselle, Elk Grove, coming to your home. What would you do? Sit there? Call the cops? The poor cops can't do anything. Their hands are tied. Thank the politicians for doing that, taking the job, the cops' job, away from them. Protect society, protect our homes, protecting us. And because of a couple bad cops, they're all in one pile of being bad. Regardless of your opinion on their actions, let's please not lose focus on the actions that cause it to occur, Ron. Thank you. Thank you, Ron. Why did that even happen in the first place? You're absolutely right. People, listen to that. That guy wouldn't have been out there for no reason if these riots didn't start. Picture yourself in 2020 downtown in the city of Chicago. Places ruined, families' business destroyed after years, people hurt. Robert Provenzano, great seeing you at Bellagio. Thank you, my friend. You stay home and get drunk. Good idea. Here's some Antioch, not Kenosha. He should have never went there in the first place. He would have had to defend himself. No, okay, there you go, Richard, too. So everybody, you guys all got a point. You're absolutely right. But when you think about it, how it started, the riots in itself, where it started, just picture them in your home, in your area. So who knows? I heard one of the guys shot was a child molester. That I did not know, Lisa. Lisa, I hope you're doing well. Hope your family's well. We miss you, kid. We miss you. Hope you come out of the house soon. Hope your parents, your mom and parents, dad are well. Still afraid. A lot of people are still afraid to go downtown. So, hey, we'll have to see what happens. We never know with these trials. You know, we never know. Look what happened with OJ. I mean, you could discuss that forever. It's a different circumstances, obviously, but it's crazy. The kid wandered the streets falsely presenting himself as an EMT and claims he was there to do first aid with his rifle. Wow. A lot of information here. I heard they were all convicts, according to Carol. Okay. Antioch, now Kenosha. I know. It's a vigilante. There you go. It's like another Charles Bronson movie, Death Wish. Either way, it was wrong, whatever they did on that part of the, I'm just saying what he did is self-defense, I thought, and it could be, like I said, it's a free country. We can decide what we're going to do, but just think about why it started in the first place. Like Ron said, it's pretty crazy. We'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see what happens, folks. All right, listen to this. This is funny. This is from Fact or Weird in History. When a California farmer was throwing away over 400 tons of carrots a day because they were coming out ugly. So when the carrots came out, they didn't look like the carrots that you see at the stores when you buy them. So he started cutting them up and making them into nubs. And that's how the baby carrots were invented. Because of stuff he was going to throw away. He was wasting 400 tons of these different carrots that weren't coming out right. So what does he do? Cut them, make them. Now everybody eats baby carrots. I love carrots in general. Baby carrots are very good. Andy Dick back in the news again. Andy Dick was a comic. I don't even know if he was a comic. I couldn't tell you anything that Andy Dick did. Andy Dick, that's right, D-I-C-K. According to Pulp Culture, he was arrested on a felony after physical altercations with a liquor bottle. Now, mind you, this is himself. Andy Dick, crazy. From what I hear from the past of stuff that he's been involved with, was arrested for a felony after physical altercations with a liquor bottle. What could he have possibly be doing with a liquor bottle to get arrested to himself? So let's just think about that for a second. We don't want to talk about it because it's lunchtime and we're trying to have fun here, but this guy's whacked. Johnny Sarb, how you doing, buddy? The case does not legally cause an effect or why he was there. It litigates the act itself. It was being chased by a group of people and one convicted felon with a firearm and his life was in danger. I would expect any and all defend themselves in that situation. Johnny, Bingo. Perfectly said. Same thing The Rock does. There you go, Ray Grant. Hey, Ray, hope you're doing well, pal. Great singer-songwriter, Mr. Ray Grant. My doctor told me carrots were good for my eyes. I tried putting one in my eye and it hurt like hell. All right, so Richard. That's a good one. The judge threw out the gun charge. Thank you, Anthony Napolitano. The judge threw out the gun charge. So see all this new stuff coming if you're following the case. Wow. So let's forget about Andy Dick because he's an idiot. Anyway, how people asking, have you ever tried something called Hawaiian pizza? This Caribbean pizza? Remember these plates? They started putting shit on top of pizzas. Peanut butter, pineapple, apples. We're talking about pizza here. When this California pizza thing came out, I'm going, what the hell is this? Oranges, apples, watermelon, marshmallows. It's pizza. Cheese, sausage, pepperoni, onions, right? Spinach, maybe. California, Hawaiian pizza was actually discovered in Ontario, Canada, back in 1960. From the sweet and savory taste that you'd get in Chinese food. This is how they came up with Hawaiian pizza. It tastes like garbage, folks. I'm sorry. Mary, how to ruin a good pizza. Carol, what, right? Who puts pineapple? I know people who put peanut butter on pizza. How do you even get it on there in the first place? I don't know. Crazy stuff, folks. Crazy stuff. For you Kiss fans out there, if you love the rock band Kiss, oh boy, listen to this. Paul Stanley's sister says he hopes Paul goes to hell. That was a quote in Metal Magazine. Paul Stanley's sister saying, I hope Paul goes to hell. Just because you're family doesn't mean you all get along. And then, of course, Gene Simmons. Of course, Paul Stanley was the star child. Ace Frehley, the star man. Peter Criss, the cat, of course. And Gene Simmons, the demon. Gene Simmons is always out there, with his political views, and he's always out posting stuff. Here's a brand new one, folks. Gene Simmons says, if you are hanging with the unvaccinated, then you are the enemy. Gene Simmons, out your ass, Gene. If you are hanging with the unvaccinated, then you are an enemy as well. This is from Gene Simmons, folks. All right. Rock star, author, actor, whatever. Millions and millions and millions of dollars in merchandising. Genius when it comes to that. Part of one of the greatest rock and roll bands in history. Kiss. With the mask, without the mask, I don't know. But telling you that if you're hanging with the unvaccinated, then you are the enemy. Oh my God, these people. Leave it alone already. Ocean's Pit, the little show. Screw them. That's what I say too. There you go. I say that too. Oh, it's just crazy what we're going through, folks. You can't make everybody happy. But we could make everybody happy with some Portillo's food. Portillo's stocks are up, right? Open to the public now. People are buying it left and right. We've been loving Portillo's for years. So you want them to do a fundraiser for your house, for your home, for your school, for your church group, for your nonprofit organization? Right there, Portillo's fundraisers. Here's what you do to be involved, folks. They will bring the food to your fundraiser. Anything they sell over $200, you get 20% of the proceeds. Anything they sell over $200, you get 20% of the proceeds. It's that simple. Here, it's even more simpler. You call our son Joe Fink at 224-636-3646 or jfink@portillos.com. That's it. Get that Portillo's. Perfect for the holidays right now. Might need something. Let's see if the Maxwell trial gets half the media coverage. Oh, Richard. Whatever happened to Maxwell? And the assistant with the books. Remember, she has a record of all the sex trafficking in Hollywood, in our political people. Who went to that island, Epstein's Island? You don't hear nothing of that on the news or anywhere on the media. See, When people say, Tony, some of the stuff you talk about, I'm talking facts here, folks. Maxwell, nothing. Harvey Weinstein, sex offender. Epstein had the island when they all went there, child molesting, sex trafficking. You heard about it when it got busted. After that, nothing. What happened with the trial? You'll hear nothing of that on the media. That's because it will arrest half of those people that are fighting against it. Half of the people would be, you know how many Hollywood stars would probably be went onto that island, let alone the political people? Supposedly, the woman that was shot by Alec Baldwin on accident, whatever, said that she was in the midst of writing a documentary book on sex trafficking in Hollywood. What's the chances of that she gets hit by a gun that was not a real gun? Who knows? Now, that's another big lawsuit. Wait to see what happens with that lawsuit, because everybody's filing lawsuit on that. Roseanne, too many high-powered people involved. She's sitting in a silence in the jail, not saying anything. Remember, she said when she got arrested, her attorney said that she had a book, a log, a video, copies of the videotapes that they took. She got copies of all of it. I'm surprised no one's put her out yet to keep her quiet. Snowing hard in Norwich. Beautiful, Lillian. Yeah, it's snowing a little here, Lillian, not too much. You're watching Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things, folks. Boy, oh boy. Hey, I got some news. Now, you guys remember every year for the last few years, back, I think it started in 2017, Ron Onesti in the Arcada Theater did the 90. It first started, I forgot, it was 2017 or 2016. It was Frank Sinatra's 99th birthday party. And he did the 100th birthday party. Then I think he did 102. Every year on his birthday on December 12th, Frank Sinatra's birthday party. Now, we didn't know, was it going to happen this year? Well, I snuck out. I sent a text to Ron Onesti last night. He's a very busy man. And I go, Ron, are we going to be doing this Frank Sinatra birthday party celebrating for Frank Sinatra on the 12th of December? And if not, I got something else on hold before I book it. Bam. He said, yes, we're going to do it. So look for information. I'm sure the announcement will be coming soon. December 12th, Frank Sinatra's birthday bash with a giant big band. He's got about like 10 or 15 different singers. And we do a tribute to Frank Sinatra. So I'm looking forward to that. It's a fun thing. Hopefully we can do it at the new theater in Des Plaines. But we got the thumbs up from Ron Onesti right here from the phone. He texts me. So I'm sure there'll be deals that we have to work on and get everybody involved. I'm sure Ronnie will be with. Tom Curran from sunny Florida. How you doing? Well, I want to just make sure we just mentioned Chrissy's birthday, and I hope she's having a great birthday, Chrissy Smith out there. And speaking of Florida, folks, when is the tour starting? Well, it starts, folks. Here it is, folks. Here's the dates. March 11th, 2022, will be at the Venice Community Center with Greg Wiene. That's right, the Windy City Boys debut at the Venice Community Center, March 11th. March 12th and 13th will be at Joey D's in Marco Island. And then the 4th, we got other dates coming up in Naples, Fort Myers, Sarasota, and Bonita Springs. More dates to be announced, but here are the first 3 dates, folks. March 11th, 2022, the Venice Community Center in Venice, Florida. March 12th and 13th, Joey D's in Marco Island. That's the first 3 dates. More dates coming up to be announced. The Windy City Boys debut with my good buddy Greg Wiene. So we're going to be in Florida, kicking off the tour March 11th at the beautiful Venice Community Center. This place is big, nice, big stage. Holds about 1,000 people. We'll have the band. It's going to be a lot of fun, folks. We keep getting Canada trying to call me. Who knows? Anyway, folks. Also, people, we want to thank everybody for donating the Thanksgiving dinners to Needs Organization. Dennis Finn, of course, started this organization, and he's reaching out this week to all the people that donated a free dinner for people who cannot afford dinner for Thanksgiving. I want to thank Michelle, Susan the closer, Greg Wiene, ourselves, my mom, Airtight, Lou from Airtight, Kathy Hennison, Kathy Ippolito, thank you, Ray Grant, are all going to, we're all willing to give dinners for the Needs organization. So thank you, everybody, for that. We'll be getting on that, folks, as well. All right. So, boy, a lot of things to talk about today. This is the 15th of November. I hope you guys are doing well. That's your car warranty renewal calling, Tony. I don't know. Speaking of my car, folks, yes, it's here. It's here. You know, I've been trying to get my new car. I lease. So every 3 years, we get a new car. So I'm waiting to get my new one. It was supposed to be here in July of this year, but because they couldn't get the chip and they couldn't get the car and all the shit stuck on that cargo because it's not made in the United States, I get the call from Frank Amadeo from Heritage, great car dealership, and he says, Tony, your black XL5 2022 black car is ready. So Wednesday morning, they're bringing it to my house. And we're swapping cars, and I'm getting my brand new car. So thank you, Frank, for that. Excited. Calls from Canada. I mean, he's on the phone number on the screen. What does he expect? Dickie, how you doing, buddy? I hope you're doing well. Dickie Peters? Yeah, that's right. That's what you're right. That people are calling me to book a show. That's how. If you want to talk, give us a call at 847-769-8609. Not the car dealer. Thank you. The people from the car extended warranties. Oh. Man, I'm seeing like we're getting more and more of that stuff lately, if you've noticed. Why do you keep hanging up when someone calls? Dickie, I don't know. It says Canada. I'm in the middle of a show here. I'm trying to I'll talk to him later or her later. Well, now Evanston is calling. Everybody's calling at the same time. Don't they know I have a show from 12 to 1? Anyway, folks, just another example of the golden rule. Those who have the goal rule. Boy, did you just hit it on that one, Ron. You come up with some good stuff, my good friend. All right, let's see. The great quote sent in by Felice. Felice sent this in from Hillside. The last thing to age on somebody is their heart. You have a lot of people out there. Heart's very important. I have a big heart. I wear it on my shoulders, good and bad. We all go through that. Good times, bad times. It's the heart. I love that quote. Very much so. John Gruden from the NFL, former head coach of the Los Angeles Raiders, is suing the NFL commissioner, saying that he was set up. We'll see what happens with John Gruden and the NFL. Looking forward to that. Okay, according to NBC, consumer. Wow. Consumer sentiment, folks, are at the 10-year low. People are quitting jobs in record low numbers. 4.2 million people quit their jobs in the month of September alone. These are prices in California, folks, for gas, unleaded, $6.99 a gallon. For plus, $7.90. For premium, $8.90. For diesel, $9.90. This is gas, folks. Imagine what all changes all in 14 months. Now, people say it's not the president's fault. It's not the new regime's fault. Then what is it? I don't care what side of the fence you're on. Democrat, Republican, every individual's got to put gas in their car. Unless people have that electric car. Oh, Carol, you're right, honey. You know what I love about people? They're dogs. I love people in general. In my profession, you have to. But sometimes you bump into some of those people that are just rotten. And we've all bumped into a few. But we're always going to love their dogs. I love dogs. I'm sure you guys do. This keeps coming up to me. Makes a lot of sense. Why are people filing for unemployment? Why are people still filing for unemployment? There's jobs in every town. Every business is looking for help. And there's people still filling unemployment. Can you explain that to me, please? Why don't people want to go out and work? Every restaurant, every business that I see help wanted, help wanted. Every restaurant that I perform in 4 nights a week, they're all looking for help. Married because they're lazy. How do you live? Why are you filling out unemployment, filing for unemployment? Get out and get a job. There's no nicer way to say that. There's no reason that you should be home on your ass. Unless you're rich. Or you're married to rich. Or your parents left you money. Or you won the lottery. Or you just don't care. Doesn't make sense to me, folks. But hey, what do I know? I'm just an entertainer trying to make a living and going out and do what we do. All right, folks, we got a couple things to talk about, folks. Some sick shit to talk about. Before we do that, how about the horrible stuff that happened in Villa Park at Safariland? Did you hear about this? There's a black male started shoot out in front of Safariland, just shooting people in general. I don't know all the information. Our friend Donna posted something on her Facebook page. This is Safariland off of North Avenue in Villa Park. This past weekend, there was a black male out there starting shooting people with a gun out in front of the Safariland. And even Safariland on their page, Facebook page, I seen it on social media this morning, they posted an apology. Well, it wasn't their fault, but it just happened at their place. Somebody coming out of there starting shooting people. Did you hear anything about this? Does anybody know any information on this? They're filing because they're getting fired for not being vaccinated. There you go, Richard. That too. They're not being vaccinated. Oh, well, to each his own, folks. It's each his own. If you want to do that to yourself, that's up to you. But you shouldn't get fired. Sorry. Terrible. Unemployment and the taxpayers. Yeah, it's crazy. FJ, there you go, Danny. How you doing? My son manages 3 restaurants at O'Hare. The workers do not want to work, and they make money. And Gina, I hope you're doing well, honey. Gina, of course, a good friend, and we missed our good friend Tony Bernard years ago when he passed away a couple years ago. We missed Tony, great singer in the Chicagoland area. Hope you're doing well, Gina, you and your family. So anyway, the shooting that happened here at Safariland in Villa Park. Did anybody hear about this over the weekend? We don't know why this guy was shooting people. Who was he shooting, or was he just shooting people in general? But it was all over the news. And this was happening at Safariland in Villa Park. Crazy. How about this? According to folks, the stuff I'm going to tell you. Again, when you don't have to fear the law, you feel like you get away with anything. Ron, you're absolutely right. Nobody's afraid of the cops because the cops' hands are tied. They can't do their job. So they're going to, it started in the city and now it's coming to the suburbs, folks. A lot of towns all around us, carjacking, people getting mugged. It's happening. Too many illegal guns out there? Okay, there's another topic you can talk about. Is it the gun's fault or is it the guy who owns the gun? I don't know. Sal, a year ago, regular gas price, Metro Chicago was $2.30 right before the new regime. You're absolutely right, Sal. And all of a sudden now, what is it, $4.25, $4.50 in the city of Chicago? It's not good, folks. Okay, according to Pulp Culture, now you guys, I want you guys to really listen to this story because it's pretty screwed up. There's a lot of crazy people in this world, but this takes the case. There's a band called, you hear about this? For you guys into rock and roll music, this is not even rock and roll music. This is probably like metal music, a little heavy stuff. I've never really heard the band. This is what people are telling me. A band called Brass Against Front Women. Or woman. Brass Against Front Woman. It's the name of a band. And ladies and gentlemen, according to Pulp Culture, the lead singer, her name is Sophia Urista. Sophia Urista. Google this, folks. Google this because I don't even want to say it over here to you nice, fine people. I don't want to say what this girl did. But this is according to Pulp Culture. It's a social media outlet. The name of the band is Brass Against Front Woman. Google it. Find out what this lead singer did, Sophia Urista, if I'm pronouncing her name right. I'm going to tell you anyway. But then you might want to investigate it more. During one of her live concerts, she dropped her pants, and there was a fan laying on the stage, and she urinated on his face. This is live, folks. This is live while the band is playing. Took her pants down and pissed on the guy's face. Can't make this shit up, folks. Google it. The name of the band is Brass Against Front Women or Woman. Cannot. Saw that, right, Carol? Disgusting. Peter, what the F is absolutely right. What are people coming to? She is Gigi Allen's sister. I'm not sure who even Gigi Allen is, Johnny. So you got to help me there. I haven't listened to new music since the 80s. So I'm a little way behind on that, pal. But this happened. The name of the band is Brass Against Front Woman. Urinating on a fan willingly, the guy said, piss on my face. This is while it's a concert. What happened in the good old days when all singers did was just bite off bats' heads? There you go. Whatever happened to the great Ozzy? Now, remember when the Pistols and the Punk, they would spit on people, but I see that at rock concerts too. I don't know if they're actually spitting on the person or just trying to spit while they're singing. Google him. He was a mess. All right, there you go, Johnny. Animals they are, absolutely. You know, and I try to find some good news, some positive news in today's show, and here it is. A child genius, Ted Cox, C-O-K, child genius, headed to college at the age of 12 years old and wants to join NASA by the age of 16. Congratulations. What a nice job. Child genius, age of 12 years old, is going to college and wants to join NASA at the age of 16 years old. Our space program. That's very cool. Ginger, that's not my idea of fun either, honey. You're absolutely right. I hope you're doing well. But anyway, give it up for the kid. At 12 years old, he's going to be going to college. At 12 years old, wants to go to NASA by the age of 16 years old to work on the space program. That's finally some good news on the social media and regular television. Congratulations to that kid. All right, folks, you know what time it is? It's time for That's Suspicious. That's right. It's one of those things that we come up with, and we got a couple of things that are that's suspicious. Number one, ladies and gentlemen, in Austria, according to CBS News, Austria, the country of Austria, has put a lockdown restriction against all unvaccinated people. They can't leave the house. That's suspicious. This isn't in Austria, folks. According to CBS, if you're unvaccinated in Austria, you can't leave the house. That's called socialism, folks. That's suspicious. You can't leave the house in Austria. Quarantined. Can't leave the house if you're unvaccinated in Austria. They have enough problems out there in Austria. I know, Donald, you tried, buddy. We'll get you back in. We'll make it work. Donald, make sure you check his page. He's the number one Mike Ditka impersonator, so we couldn't get him on. We just couldn't get him on our computer today. It's just crazy. Making people who live in Austria that are unvaccinated because they feel they don't need to be vaccinated now are locked up in their homes, quarantined, till they decide to get the shot. Now, do you imagine what would happen if that happened here in the United States, folks? There would be riots and firing, and people would be going crazy. This is in Austria. That's suspicious. Disgrace. Look at this, folks. COPA is suspending a 3-day suspension for Officer Ella French. They're suspending her for 3 days. This officer lost her life She's not living anymore, and they still came up with the paperwork to suspend her for 3 days, according to COPA. That's suspicious. Are these people nuts? How is this possible? I thought I misread it. Officer Ellen French died, a month ago? Shot on duty. And the COPA is suspending her for 3 days? Donald said if it caught in Austria leaving it, it's a $15,000 fine. Wow, Donald. The coach, Ditka, right there. So if you get caught leaving your house in Austria, folks, and you got to get now $15,000 are going to fine you. Polio victims are on the home quarantines, banned from school. U.S. No knockout polio. Thank you, Peggy, for that. Jim Irwin, TNT. Great singer, the TNT AC/DC band. Fantastic band. You got to check them out if you love AC/DC. Check out Jimmy's show, too, now. Hooked up with guitar player Bob Pucci, so you know there's going to be a lot of fun there. Going to be at Chef Shangri-La, I think, this month. So look at my buddy Jim Irwin. Check out his Facebook page. It's IRWIN. Check out what Jimmy's got going on. This world is office rocker. So if you're Austria, you're unvaccinated, you get locked in your home. If you get caught leaving your home, it's a $15,000 fine. And according to the COPA, 3-day suspension for Officer Ella French, who has been dead, unfortunately, passed away during her job fighting, protecting. She was shot, and now she's fine. Suspending her for 3 days. And then again, folks, Brass Against Front Woman, a metal rock band, pees on a guy's face on stage while they're going on. What is going on with this world? Last but not least, that's suspicious, folks. That's right. President Joe Biden has not visited the border since 2008. That's suspicious. The President of the United States, right now, our president, Joe Biden, folks, has not visited the border since 2008. That's suspicious. No matter what side of the fence you're on, President should be going over to the border. See what the hell is going on over there. That's disrespectful, my friend. Morons. There you go. Has not seen the border, did not visit the border since 2008. That's suspicious. I don't know what to tell you, folks. What do I know? I'm just going to tell you that this week, folks, we got a lot of good stuff coming up. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Thursday, we'll be at the Hyatt Hotel in Schaumburg for the special mayor party for Mayor Tom Daley. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse. Saturday, we'll be at the Arano Nestes Club Arcata Speakeasy with Tony Toto, Danny Ramundi, and Rhino Ryan. That's this Saturday. Rhino will be with us also Thursday and Friday. Rhino taking his time, relaxing a little bit after his arm is hurt. And notice anyone that voted for that idiot isn't saying anything now? Well, Carol, I don't need to say too much on that. Everybody knows my feelings, but yeah, it's not doing too good on that side, is it? Anyway, it's coming down to the end of the show, folks, and that means it's time for our final sponsor. That's right. Patriot Funding Incorporated. That's right. Let me give you some information about Patriot. If you come to one of my gigs, I'm sure you all know Dave Antonelli. If you don't, then you need to go to Patriot Funding Incorporated. Money lending at its finest, folks. That's right. Let's see. He does a lot of different things with this company, folks. Here's something he does also called Personal Cash Line of Credit. Programming highlights up to $50,000 in funding, used as needed. Revolving line of credit. Interest range 7 to 13%. Requirements, $700 FICO, $40,000 in personal gross income. Now, you do a lot of good stuff right there, Patriot Funding Incorporated. Also, get that quick $10,000 in 5 minutes cash sent right to yourself, to your business account. You have to be self-employed. Very simple. Call Dave Antonelli at 630-675-4730 and tell him Tony O sent you. Again, it's been a great day. I'm sorry we couldn't have Don Fielding on. Of course, number one, Mike Ditka impersonator. Of course, he just couldn't get on our computer today, and that's been happening to even Jerry Jams a couple days last week. So hopefully we get Don back on, try to get him on the show rescheduled for this week. This Friday, Ron Stetta will be our guest. Ron is a guitar player for, of course, Nick Sahaja's band, Billy Joel Band, plus plays with Good Clean Fun, plays a lot of people, was my guitar player for many years. So Ron Stetta will be our guest this Friday on The Pit. Also, Laura will be back with us here at home here this Thursday in the house. So it'll be cool. Mama C, we're taking my mom out tonight to River Cafe about 6:30. Me, my sister, and Laura. Hopefully Laura will be able to come. And at 1:30 today, I'm going down to Cousins Restaurant to meet my pal Dave Antonelli for a few cocktails. Anyway, folks, I want to thank you all for making the Ocean's Pit a big success, and thank you all for supporting the Tony Ocean Show. I do really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, folks, and I can't seem to thank you all enough for everything. And I hope you guys get ready for the holiday season. Support local establishments, support live entertainment. Come out and do what you got to do, man. And like I said, if you have any beefs out there, try to settle them. Try to settle the beefs because life is too short, man. 1 minute you're getting shot from a riot. Another minute someone's pissing on your face. Who knows what's going to happen, folks, every day in this crazy world that we live in. So if you got a beef out there, try to get with somebody and try to solve that beef. Now, you might not have to stay friends, but at least solve it so you're not ripping on each other. And if anybody's going through hard times now, our prayers are with you, pal. Mike Alvarado, a good friend of ours, former Chicagoland police officer, looking for some shelter. Go to his page, man. He's going to be out of a home right now. It's something that nobody needs. I hope everybody's well with everybody. God bless you all. Thank you for the support. The great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love, peace and love. God bless you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Be cool. Hope to see you at one of the shows soon. God bless you, everybody. In that case, it's time for Nick Sahajas to take us out. Bye.
Time to go. It's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Blah, 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 blah. That's all, folks. God bless.